Beyond the edges of our solar system, in a realm untouched by sunlight, a lone spacecraft drifts through the deep. It is older than most satellites still in contact, a mechanical Voyager from another time, a messenger from Earth, sailing through the eternal night. For years, scientists thought it would simply fade away. Its power diminishing against all expectation, Voyager 1 adjusted its trajectory. Not because of a signal from Earth. Not due to mechanical failure. But as if responding to something else, something unknown. Moments before that course shift, its instruments recorded a strange signal. A steady, low-frequency hum. Not a random burst. Not static. But a tone, measured, persistent, and coming from no identifiable source. The tone defied every comparison. It matched no known star, no planet, no anomaly we could explain. And then the data grew stranger still. Voyager's instruments detected subtle changes. Not noise, patterns. Pulses that repeated with uncanny precision. Mathematically ordered, almost intelligent. Back on Earth, antennas scrambled to decode it. Some thought it was interference. Others feared it was Voyager's final glitch. But it wasn't. The patterns returned. Again and again. Each one slightly different. Each one more structured than the last. And then, Voyager turned. Its attitude control system, barely functioning, performed a correction. Not random. Deliberate. Precise. It began pointing toward a region of space where nothing should be. No planets. No stars. No gravitational pull. Just darkness. A void not charted. Not understood. Not watched until now. Engineers at NASA confirmed the movement. It was not initiated by them. It was not commanded. Voyager had turned, on its own. And shortly after, its data feed changed again. The signal began to shift. Subtle distortions appeared in the transmission. Timing irregularities. Frequencies interlaced with rhythmic fluctuations. Analysts brought in AI to search for patterns. And patterns they found, but not from Earth. Not from anything we know. They saw logic. Binary-like structures. Fractal harmonics. It was as though the signal was being shaped, crafted, by something with purpose. And Voyager, our aging, drifting machine, was no longer just listening. It was echoing. Repeating. Amplifying. Perhaps, responding. The implications sent shockwaves through mission control. Was this a natural anomaly? Or something entirely different? Some began to wonder aloud. Had Voyager encountered a consciousness? A presence in the dark, older than memory, more vast than we dare imagine? Or worse, had something found us? The signals now match no known cosmic structure. They bear no relation to black holes, pulsars, solar wind, or background radiation. But in their rhythm, in their complexity, lies the hint of design. Not communication as we know it, but a kind of cosmic whisper. Something that uses resonance, gravity, and electromagnetic distortion to speak in a language we've never heard before. And perhaps, were never meant to. Engineers have reopened long-dormant data streams. Physicists debate hidden dimensions. Mathematicians model spacetime anomalies. But no one can say what Voyager truly encountered. All we know is that it changed course. And now it moves with intention. Toward something. Or someone. And that eerie hum, it hasn't stopped. It grows more complex by the day. In the silence of space, a machine built by human hands may have become an instrument for something else. A message carrier. Or perhaps, a warning. Back in 1977, in the Black Cathedral of interstellar space, there are no signposts, no maps, no echoes of home. Only silence. And the long, slow drift of a machine carrying questions deeper into the void. Voyager 1 sails beyond the sun's breath, where solar winds falter, and the stars begin to whisper. Its power weakens, but something keeps it moving, not just momentum, but mystery. The cosmos around it is colder than thought, emptier than imagination, and yet, stranger than any dream Earth has ever had. For light years, the stars shimmer as dots, silent and serene. But now, something new begins to take shape in the distance. A region unmarked. A shadow not cast by anything visible. A blankness that feels deliberate. There is no gravity well, no cluster of galaxies. Yet, the instruments grow erratic, as if reacting to a force that does not exist on charts. The vacuum itself begins to vibrate. Not violently. Not visibly. But rhythmically. As if space had developed a heartbeat. As if the dark had begun to breathe. Behind this curtain of void, cosmic rays bend unnaturally. Magnetic fields twist in silent spirals. Radio waves scatter, then reform, repeating fragments of Voyager's own transmissions. Not echoes. Reflections. Somewhere beyond, space itself may be folding. Warping like a lens, or like a veil about to be pulled back. Could it be a boundary? A membrane between realities? A breach in the structure of what we call the universe? Or something older, not a wall, but a door? And Voyager, our ancient traveler, may be standing at its threshold. Not by accident. Not by failure. But by a sequence of events set in motion long before it ever left Earth. As it drifts forward, the background radiation begins to fade. A low hiss, always present, begins to quiet. It's as though space ahead is absorbing all sound, all light, all energy, not as a vacuum, but as a vessel. A cosmic chamber. Silent. Still. Waiting. Astrophysicists on Earth scramble for data, but the transmissions become distorted. Not lost, transformed. As if the information itself is being rewritten as it travels through the anomaly. In this strange frontier, geometry collapses. Distances become meaningless. Time flows strangely, accelerated in some frames, slowed in others. And yet, Voyager remains intact. Unafraid. Unaware. Unyielding. Perhaps space is not just emptiness. Perhaps it has structure, not merely in gravity or matter, but in memory. Could space remember the paths it has seen? Could it recognize the patterns of something returning? Voyager carries more than metal and code. It carries the fingerprints of a world, our radio waves, our logic, our longings encoded in the golden disk. And maybe, that's what caught the attention of something else. Out here, the stars are silent sentinels. They burn with ancient eyes, but they do not speak. Yet something in the dark might be listening. Not with ears. Not with sensors. But with a kind of awareness woven into the very lattice of space-time. And maybe, just maybe, Voyager is being measured. Weighed. Welcomed. Or warned. Because now, even in its weak pulse, Voyager transmits symbols no one can explain. Not code. Not static. But signatures, resonant, recursive, as if they echo back to their source before we ever receive them. The void ahead is not just absence. It is layered. Composed. And it is beginning to open. Not like a tunnel. Not like a rip. But like an idea being realized by the universe itself. And Voyager, that simple child of Earth, is the first to arrive. Not as a conqueror. Not as an ambassador. But as a question. What is out there, beyond stars, beyond dark, beyond time? Perhaps not another world. But the architecture of space itself.